Good afternoon and welcome to a warm and muggy Perth WA here at Bendat Stadium. We are on show court number 3 for the Open Men's Division. It's round 5 in the tightly contested Open Men's Division, the premier division of this championships, which sees New South Wales coming up against South Australia. South Australia last played Queensland Suns, going down in a thriller 52 goal to 55, down by 3. New South Wales having the bye in round 4, but also beating Queensland 51-42. Starting for the South Australian Dragons today, in goal shoot Goggins, goal attack Davis, wing attack Cross, centre Wood, wing defence Slade, Barrington, goal defence, and Foster in at GK. For the New South Welshmen, we've got GK and Price, Blundell in goal defence, Next Hip in wing defence, Miller in centre, Forcadia in wing attack, Lee in goal attack, and Stahilski in goal shooter. My name is Mandy Love, and joining me today on commentary is superstar from South Australia, Steve McInnes. Steve, welcome.
Thank you very much. Sorry if I'm out of breath.
Yes.
Just run up the steps from my cool down after the game. So, good to be here.
Yeah, we're going through having this Open Men's played out on court number 3. We're expecting big things from this game.
Absolutely. Should be a really good contest here, hopefully, today.
Yeah, South Australia looking for their first win of the championships. They've had a couple of blowouts, but they've been right in it. It's just been some unforced errors on their behalf.
Yeah, absolutely, and just making sure they're looking after the ball right now to start with. Arlen Davis on that baseline drive. Jordan Goggins swinging that ball out to Tom Cross, player of the match in the Bingham Cup game the other night for South Australia.
And he'll look to line up. Be a mid-range shot. And great rebound there from Goggins. It makes them count.
Great stretch out over the baseline from Jordan Goggins.
And good defensive pressure against Forcadia with the double team. But he still continues down towards the pocket. And there's Stahilski on the baseline. Such a huge target down there for the New South Wales team.
He is indeed. He's got great movement too for a big guy.
Yeah, and that was crossed with the centre pass receipt. Oh, great smother there. And the New South Welshmen pick it up. That's Miller with the ball.
So working down the sideline now. Managing to keep possession after a little fumble there. Blundell through the middle. Next hip gets contacted by Cross.
And Lee out wide. Finds Miller. Really on the sideline. Highly placed pass. And Stahilski keeps it in. No, he doesn't. Just a bit too much on that pass into Stahilski. We say he's tall, but probably not that tall, as Forcadia steals one from the Dragons on the circle edge.
Yeah, so not a good baseline throw-in setup there for South Australia, turning that over. They did a couple the other night as well, so probably want to work on that, make sure they keep that possession.
And has to go wide too. That's a great touch from Cross, but finds Blundell. Barnden. Oh, just the New South Wales just sort of running on top of one another. Lee offloads. Stahilski strong on that take. And that's 3-1 in favour of the Sky Blue.
South Australian centre pass, Tom Cross with another centre pass received. Deep pocket for Arlen Davis.
That was a nice play by South Australia and gets the finish with the goal from Goggins.
Yeah, used the width and the baseline cut there by Jordan Goggins quite nicely. Finished off.
And Stahilski out of the circle. We don't really see. Oh, with the back front cut towards the ball comes Lee, and Sam Foster just touches the pass, touches the shot.
Very, very close together there, all the boys. Barnden really working Stahilski under the post. Almost getting under Eugene Lee's shot, but...
And I'm really enjoying a lot of the prelim work done by all members on court today. It's been a great little showcase of skill so far here in the Open Men's Division.
Yep, you definitely can't stand still on an Open Men's netball court, that is for sure. You have to be on the move consistently, get yourself free and into some space. They're all doing that pretty well. Nice coverage there by Tom Cross on Forcadia out wide.
And just a shortening on the obstruction call there. So Forcadia, ball in hand, connects to Lee. He has to go back to his captain in next hip.
Yeah, Forcadia open now.
Just rips that ball in two.
Yeah, turns around with those hips. Oh, on the feet. Manages to keep possession.
A nice little touch there from the goal defence from South Australia.
Yeah, Kalu Barnden almost got a hand on that out to Travis Wood on the circle edge.
And Stahilski absorbs the contact there from Foster. And both defenders out. So 5-3 in favour of New South Wales.
Alan Davis, centre pass received this time. Tom Cross getting some depth into that pocket. Oh, might have too much on it. No, reels it in.
Oh, great job defensively.
Yeah, Blundell did well there. Didn't quite get it back in the court in time, though. Davis.
Oh, and they've got the double screen, yes. Oh, and can't take it to hand.
Yeah, just a bit too much on it for Goggins, so he finds himself outside the circle.
Oh, look at the muscling going on between the two attackers, the goal attacking goalkeeper for New South. Oh, obstruction call.
It's a nice choice to offload there by Davis to put Goggins on that goal line. He's going to get this nice, easy shot. A nice boxing outwork by Davis as well. So he's come up from our 23s for South Australia into this open side and doing some good work now, midway through this tournament.
And great use of the outside arm, pulled for the contact though. Probably on the torso. And just got caught on the body of Lee.
Yeah, not recovering fast enough.
And no goal, asked to reset the penalty.
And misses that one.
Oh, Foster gets up and just out of court.
Second jump, from out of court, unfortunately there.
Oh, great feed from Fokadia. Just had some wicked pace on that pass.
Yeah, it was a nice weight too. Eugene popped out to him on the circle edge and then just went straight over everyone's head.
Yeah, the Sky Blues jump out to a wall across the transverse line and they're setting like 2 up, 3 back, almost like a basketball setup.
Yeah, bit of zone defence now in this little box structure, but Goggins in behind it and
gets it
out over the goal line, flicks it back in for a goal. Beautiful work.
It's been a fantastic start to this Open Men's match.
Umpires just checking they both had calls there, so
just a moment to recollect your thoughts. And Lee screams into the shooting circle, double jump and the obstruction call. So some discipline needed, especially underneath the post. You do not want to give Australian men's goaler Eugene Lee a second attempt.
Yeah, you definitely don't want both players out either.
No.
So they both got the call in that case.
And it is an Australian front line here for the New South Wales team. All members of the Australian men's. And here comes a zone of their own.
Yeah, so there was a good look there to get through that mess.
And I like what they did there, honouring that front lead. It actually forces the defenders to retreat back 3 feet, and they're able to get the offload into Goggins. So, forced wide. Someone to centre, goes back to next hip. Blundell.
Yeah, next hip again. Working nicely and patiently through that mid-court. Fokadia out wide, 2 players there. They managed to keep possession. Little box here for South Australia too.
I was going to say there was an open circle opportunity as well because both goalers out of the shooting circle.
Lee not sure which foot to go with then, I didn't think. But that's right, he had the open pass. So another shot from under the post. Nothing too much from range yet in this game.
Yeah, they go quickly. Oh, great work. Finds himself circular. Edge does cross. Davis is doing some really strong drives in towards the circle. Goggins. Nice and easy does it.
Yeah, Tom Cross plays that wing attack role really, really well. Nice and patient. Goes back to the line if he has to. Goes again himself.
Very experienced player too, I believe.
Indeed, he is. Been in the program for many years in South Australia. And one of our M League captains as well back at home. Our domestic competition.
And contact call on the outside of the circle. That's Wood. Goes long.
This will be from range. First one.
Oh, Stahilski, first miss of the game.
And South Australia get the call. So, chance now to make up for this one that they messed up last time. Hopefully they've got an option here.
Full court press applied from the Sky Blues. What do South Australia do to break it down?
Looking right over that mess.
And really nicely done there. Had to play all the way back though. No one down in the goal third. Now Cross finds connections.
Yeah, Alan Davis just grounded the wrong foot. He grounded in the centre third instead of in that goal third. He could have then just taken it and gone.
I think he thought he might have been over a third.
Potentially it was a long ball over. Which is good. That's what South Australia need to do on that zone. Need to have someone compress it and then look long and get over it if they can, or work on the body.
It was a very patient play by the Dragons. Open circle, here he comes. Davis enters. Mid-range.
Rolls out. Goggins with the rebounds.
Oh, lucky call. I'm going to call it out. I thought it might have gone the way of the defenders, but play continues. You've got to play to the call.
Yeah, Fokadia in behind that wall.
Had a look at that. Thought he'd have a clean attempt at that. Crosses. Oh, great work by the centre, and Woods gets the call.
He does. It's, I think, a possession call here, so
Yeah,
Travelwood is going to have to take that ball, so he's going all the way back. No one's standing out of play because it's just possession, no contact.
And again, here comes that box defense applied. So
there's middle for Tom Cross. Beautiful work by him. Up nice and high as a wing attack at the moment.
And nicely applied where they just broke it, and NSW just got in the way of the pass. Davis with front position, lining up. He's got a quick release on his shot.
He does indeed, yep. And he's got a really nice shot when he's on too. So need to make sure he keeps working himself into this game. Doing nicely so far.
And bounces out the other side of the court. And he's in that front hold, yes. And he needs to take that front space every single time. And, gets up for the rebound.
Yeah, good follow, unfortunately.
Gets the contact call.
Yeah, contact call on the contest, but really good follow, good signs from him. Just going to be told to step forward a little bit. And options here. Next hip, out wide. Right underneath us, back into central corridor. Forkadia, Eugene Lee out wide. And Forkadia again. Great.
Nice rollout from Stahilski, just the timing of it.
Yeah, great give goes all the way down court, and then perfect timing for that pop to backspace. So easy ball release there.
I'd like to see Sam Foster keep him out now, Stahilski, especially in this dead ball time.
Yeah, Tom Cross just having a go at everything there, going offside, but giving it a red hot go, and that one too wide out over the goal line. And South Australia chance again here, so it's a 10-9 game at the moment. Nice and close for this first quarter. 4 minutes 40 left to play. Forkadia with a pickup.
Yeah,
going to be too far.
His defence has been phenomenal this first quarter. He's picked up a few intercepts off the backline throw-in from the Dragons. They'll look to tidy that up as the game progresses. Next hip gets a touch. Cross, gets the call too. Yeah,
just a little helpful nudge from next hip on Cross.
Nice front pop. Blundell reads it.
Great pickup from Travis Wood there. Great fast hands to get onto that.
And what are they setting up here in the shooting circle? Looks like it's a pop and prop.
Yeah, it's front space again from Davis. Puts it in.
Very confident to post, isn't he?
Yeah, great work by him. So far, so good for the South Australians.
Breaking call.
You
see the coach not happy at all. Wants to throw the pad on the ground.
Yep, still got the pad on his head, Brian Lyons. Coach Killer, one they're going to have to get back.
That's a moment, though, as well. They had momentum as well.
Yeah, it's just more pressure on the defenders. And again, when you're playing against an Australian front-end lineup, that's not what you want. You want to make sure your attack is looking after every single bit of ball that they get.
Looks like there is a change in the Sky Blues in the goalkeeper role. So they're looking to even out the scoreline with this centre pass. Foster had a look at it.
Yeah, so did Ben Slade, and then Caleb Barney came flying through as well.
And he'll probably get a caution for this because it was a blatant swipe. Yeah, he gets the caution. Just needs to show that discipline, like he did everything right, and, they just need to tidy that up. If you miss, it's a big miss. Don't give them a second shot. Full court press. All you see up here is just blue T-shirts.
There's some depth now from Tom Cross pushing through off the back line.
Yeah, Davis comes through. Wayward pass.
And that's going to be, unfortunately, it ran all the way along that sideline, so it's a very high throw-in now for New South Wales.
Has to go back to Miller. Looks like Vandervelt's on in wing attack for the New South Wales as well. Lee. Great defence over the shot. Beautiful finish from Lee.
So 12-11. New South take the lead now. And their chance on a centre pass to consolidate and make it a 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left to play.
Goes long. Stahilski turns. He's adding a bit of movement into his game this quarter.
There's a tip.
Just on the arm is signalled by the official, but that's a contest though. The timing is there.
Yeah, absolutely. The elevation's there as well. It's just that timing.
And straight
some
through
bad
the
hands
basket.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately. Just going to have to snatch that in. Did well to get himself free behind that wall. Drag them wide.
And contact call, use of the forearm. So Blundell will get a free penalty pass.
Tom Cross, use of the body.
And who, me? Yes, you. And good.
Nice
great
little
pickup.
tip there. Yep, good pickup. Falls to South Australia. That was a long time to hold that ball as well.
Someone's got to cut through the zone.
Yeah,
Yes,
comes
great
Tom
job.
Cross and Alan Davis
Look at the
out
speed
wide.
of Wood cutting all the way across court.
Eugene Lee, that is a risky ball over the top of his head.
Oh, flat passes here from the Dragons.
Yeah, good swing, top circle there. Wood not knowing what to do with it. Bit of body on Jordan Goggins, who gets the free, and Davis finishes it off.
So really great contest here in this opening quarter for the Open Men's Division. Blundell looks to connect. Van der Velde goes out to Sahilski, finds himself onto circle edge. And held ball against Van der Velde. What can South Australia do with this possession? They've got 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is really important possession here for South Australia. Umpire just making that throw in. Nothing in the contest. So everyone a bit jammed up here. This one's contact. So Jack Van der Velde will be standing out of play. 32 seconds on the clock from where we stand.
There has to be a bit of game awareness here too from the Dragons.
Yeah, maybe they're just thinking that they will just score this last goal. I'll take the whole 30 seconds maybe. Who knows? Keep some possession. Yeah, had to do that anyway because they're forced all the way back to that transverse line. Here's a whistle.
Got to go quickly. 15 left to play. Who opens? Davis. And makes it count too.
Beautiful work. 13 apiece, and it's a South Australian centre pass.
Oh, smart play.
Yep. And they're going to make sure they don't let this ball go. Beautiful work. So even quarter.
Fantastic first 15 minutes of netball in this Open Men's Division. Who takes it out in the second quarter between South Australia and New South Wales? You must stay tuned shortly after this. Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Association Championships 2023, proudly supported by Blade in WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spudshed, West Coast Fever, and Netball WA. Welcome back to Bendat Stadium. Here we've got the Men's Open Division. It's round number 5 for them, day 3 of the national champs. We've got South Australia versus New South Wales, and it's an even quarter so far, so 13 all as we start the second quarter. Steve, I'd love to know your thoughts on the first 15.
Well, really nice, evenly matched quarter, to be honest. I didn't even actually realise that South Australia were up for a little while there. It didn't feel like they were up, but they must have just been grinding it out quite nicely and getting those options, really working well through the zone that New South had put on through both the mid-court and their defensive third. Unfortunately, coughing that one up there. So, yeah, really nice tight contest at the moment. New South now would look to try and push out a little bit better. They'd expect more from themselves, New South, I think, and South Australia really riding a little bit of success in the first quarter. So hopefully they can keep that up for the South Australian boys. Yes, nice work by Sammy Foster coming through.
And any changes for the Dragons in the second quarter, or have they remained as is?
Looks like they have remained as is for now. Mixing up with Jordan Goggins and Arlen Davis still in that attacking half. But again, coughing up another one. So that's 2 early turnovers down there.
And just releasing pressure to free up Vanderveld on circle edge. So there's a lot of action going on in the shooting circle here as players jostle for position. Stahilski. Strong at the back with another goal converted. That's the first of the second quarter.
Yeah, a New South centre pass. So Eugene Lee being left all alone after that centre pass received. South Australia dropping back, trying to cover every other pass they possibly can.
Oh, Miller goes up under the attention of Wood. Just holding time for the ball.
Yep, Trevor Wood, really strong circle edge contests. I know, having played against him in M-League back home in South Australia.
Oh, okay, got the back chat there against the referee. So it was initially raised as a caution. Must have had some kind of verbal or physical response to upgrade it to a warning, official warning.
Nothing I could hear from here. So
we saw that last night in the Open Men's game with Jerome Gilbert of West Coast Thunder. Found out it's because he gave the umpire the thumbs up, which elevated it to the official caution, official warning, excuse me. So, you can't allow that to slide into the game, because if you get drawn the attention of the umpire, the next thing is 2 minutes in the bin.
Indeed. Don't see it very often, but it does happen every now and then. Players generally pretty good at reeling it in once they know where that line is. Sometimes they like to find it. So nice patience here from South Australia. And getting that contact call on the edge of the circle.
Yeah, good.
Would need some options here.
Yeah, they're working that split circle really nicely. Like the defenders will keep working on the inside, getting in between the two South Australian shooters.
Yeah, I think South Australia probably just need to be a little bit more aware and just start that work a bit earlier, because they are having to hold that ball up on the circle edge for a long time. So they've been down here, I think, 3 times now this half.
And they haven't scored yet.
From it, yeah. And sorry, this quarter, not this half. So Davis now out wide after that gain for South Australia. Tom Cross working hard, top of circle. Oh, walking a fine line.
And it was just the placement of that final pass into Goggins. It was sort of above and over his head. Just needed to be dropped just in front of him.
Yeah, even just throw that fake, because then it's probably a contact call anyway under the post. Or plays out. Nice pass in, because they've already jumped and elevated. So just need to use that ball and their smarts a little bit more. Pass that right to next hip, unfortunately. So yet another time down court.
And Lee bats it down to himself, connects through to Stahilski.
Does a mountain of work to get himself in front as well to try and stop that jump. And the South Australian defenders having to do some more work here yet again. Out by 3 New South.
And Eugene Lee allowed to just float inside the shooting circle. Easiest pass he's going to get this game.
Yep, so he will make it a 4-goal lead. South Australia really struggling to score. They need to get back to that first quarter.
That's better. Had that deep second phase and finding Goggins. Oh, Nikolai gets up and gets a stuff against the shot.
Oh, that was huge, wasn't it? That's telling. That's 5 times now down court and not a single goal to show for it. Unfortunately, they're going to have to do a little bit better. So Brian Lyons might be thinking about some changes possibly now.
Who would be the go-to on the bench there for the Dragons, Steve?
I would suspect Matt Fowler, who's just stood up and has started to put a bib on, as we talked about it. So he'll be that other option to replace Jordan Goggins. And he is definitely a huge, huge target. So it's just, again, whether or not they can get the ball to him.
Oh, Foster.
Nice, good hands there. Foster with the pickup off that tip.
Yeah, Wood did a great job. And Fowler.
Matty Fowler having to hustle.
Get straight in.
Get himself on court. There's a big matchup.
They just have to get that placement right. Just got to adjust to him being on court. New goaler. Contact against next hip. Davis lines up.
Yep, so second year in the team for Matty Fowler. And like you say, it's just going to have to notice and recognise that it's a different connection to Jordan Goggins now.
Oh,
there's their first goal. Yeah, nice long to mid-range shot there for Arlen Davis.
Yeah, got to back it up now. Back-to-back goals on offer.
Yeah, and need a little more hustle probably from those defenders there to help out on that centre pass. Travis Wood panicking a little bit. And again, that is going to be held ball. So just taking too long to get rid of it because those leads aren't quite coming at the right time.
Yeah, his body cues probably gave it away as well for our official. So next hip, he'll take his time setting up the penalty. Oh, good change of direction from Vanderveld.
Sammy Foster can't get high enough.
Right positioning, though. I think it was just through the middle of the torso as they were going up for the ball. So maybe just needing to give himself a bit more space. It's hard, though, when you've got shooters trying to find the body to get up and hold against. Oh, Eugene Lee, double dodge through. And big tall arms gets up.
Front spot, Eugene Lee.
And goes the South Australian way.
He tried to convince the umpire that he didn't get that touch on it, but he certainly did.
Oh, great defence from Stahilski.
Amazing work to get a hand in there from behind on that chase down. And that's just the connections in the defensive end for South Australia, trying to work that ball out. They've coughed up a couple.
Oh, great contest.
And rebounds here. Sammy Foster flicks it back in. It's best he can do, unfortunately, falling out of court.
Woods called for the contact on circle edge. Foster, he used the right hand. I think he could have tried to deflect it away. It's another goal, though, for the Sky Blues. So pushing it out to a 6-goal lead. 20 plays 14. What can the Dragons do to stay within reach here?
Yeah, they've got to use this ball better up front because New South Wales are on a roll in terms of scoring and on a roll getting
better play.
Turnovers as well.
They've got to honour that front lead. When Davis is in front, they must pass it to him because then he can connect to Fowler.
And then he can do that as well. So if they can hit him mid-range, he can have a look either for the shot or for the offload as well. Unfortunately, missed shot there. Davis picks that one up coming back.
Got to love a shooter who defends as well.
Absolutely.
Fowler probably just a little bit nervous start for him. And we've had a new goalkeeper on for the Dragons too, Steve. What can you tell us about this young...
Fergus is on, so he can jump. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
He can jump. So just got to make sure he does the work on the ground first before using that elevation of his. New into the team this year, so Fergus Gray.
Okay, so good distance. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes, indeed. And Hustle down low as well.
This is actually a really nice little matchup now because you've got sort of Stahilski.
Look at that lane.
Yeah, really getting up. Oh, you almost got a touch to that. And then you've got the speed between Lee and is it Blundell? No, Barden.
So let's see what they can do. I didn't actually see what that call was. Maybe breaking call, looking at where it was taken. So another coach killer.
And the English international comes on. That's Jamal Nicholson in the goal defence bid for New South Wales. So both coaches looking at some just slight alterations to their on-court 7.
7-goal lead now for New South Wales and their chance to consolidate that breaking call. Jack Vanderveld to Lee in the pocket, swings it all the way over to free Jack Vanderveld, and Barden comes through.
That was so good to watch. He thought the opening was there and he just snuffled it.
Yeah. Could have almost taken it 2 hands. There's that sweep again. He is very good at coming through for a sweep.
And they just have to get their timing just that little fraction earlier.
Yeah.
Like they're seeing it, though. That's the main thing.
That's right.
So it'll be a Dragons ball up on the transverse line.
Yeah, Ben Slade to take this one for South Australia, and the 2 middies splitting well there in Cross and Wood.
And obstruction call against Nicholson. And next hip, hard on that 3-foot mark. Both defenders out of play. So 2-on-1 in the shooting circle. What can they do here?
Yeah, really got to make sure they use this. And just threads it right to the goal line. And Matt Fowler just pops it in over the ring as well. So a change in centre. Yep, Dion Giaretto coming in for Trav Wood in centre for South Australia.
Yeah, there's a lot of work being done on court. I'm not surprised by the multiple changes used by both teams here. Oh, he's just come on court.
He's literally just come on court. He is a brand new player. It's still going to be a caution, unfortunately. He's just pointed that out. I think he just said, that's my first call.
Yeah. Oh, well, you live, you learn, you take the caution and you play on.
Lee nearly gets a hand to that, going back to Barden. Tom Cross finds himself free. Giaretto can't punch through far enough.
Did a great job there, just running the line of the ball.
Yeah, just so often seeing two New South defenders around. There's Fergus with those hands.
He is great, and
Playing it
continues.
on.
Yes.
Umpire didn't call anything or point to that line for a throw-in, so
I quite like the look of this new defensive setup for the Dragons. Oh, Nikolai just...
Yeah, can't go cross court. Could have pulled that in two hands almost, you think, but really good effort. That's the kind of thing from a keeper that puts that doubt in the feeders' minds and the middies' minds. So Davis working through that box. Yeah, Jamal Nicholson's coming through and picking that off easily. And saw that from a mile away.
And just watching that, you sort of see Fowler sort of have the trailing hand behind, just trying to find the goalkeeper for New South Wales. I don't know if he plays basketball in a previous code or not, but very much a B-ball setup. Oh, great D from Giorgetto.
Gets that. Nice work by him.
And good. That was better. Needs to regather it. We haven't seen him shoot yet. Oh, no advantage played with the contact on the outside of the circle.
Yeah, Davis, this is his range again. He can offload if he wants.
Yeah, hesitated on that and just got it off really quickly. Cross-called for the contact. You know, very low-scoring game so far.
Yeah, it has ping-ponged around a bit, hasn't it? And it's been taking a while to score, so 16-24 at the moment. South Australia find themselves 8 goals down after an even first quarter, so they would be a little bit disappointed with this effort, but they're starting to get some ball now with these defensive changes. Gray just needed to have a jump a bit earlier at that one. Could have forced it a little bit higher. Maybe Barnden could have come and had a sweep.
Yeah, and he's just got to come off the body slightly and work the angles around Stahilski, so he can't get caught on his body. That's exactly what he wants as a holding shooter. And the beautiful thing about Stahilski is that he's not just a holding shooter. He likes to move as well, so it's really hard as a keeper to really reposition around his body. Yeah,
indeed, because he's got both those weapons at his disposal.
So 10 goals the lead. New South Wales will really look to try and force another turnover here.
Yep, so Trav Wood back into wing defence.
And like you mentioned, they're just, a lot of the time they're off ball side, so they're really struggling to get through the court here, the Dragons.
Finds top spot in Giorgetto. That's a nice feed. That's going to be a contact call.
Yeah, very fortunate. I think Fowler needs to be a lot stronger if he's going to be down there being that post player. He's got to be that big target, that big man target down there. Van der Veld finds Lee. And watch Stahilski. He's like looking exactly at what his midcourt is doing, which determines where he goes next.
Oh, yeah, Gray yes. Reels that one in.
He is brilliant.
Fergus Gray, he is good when he reads it.
And he's done a couple of them this quarter. Oh, Van der Veld.
Yeah, no
got
options.
On the inside.
Yeah. No options for South Australia coming to the ball.
Fergus again.
Gets another one.
Can't wait for the call, though.
Oh, it's going to be out of him, unfortunately. He's got that raw energy. Like he doesn't know what he's doing yet because he hasn't had a lot of time. You know, at this sort of level of competition, but he just sees it and goes. So uninhibited by, you know.
What I like about it is that it's fearless, though, as well.
Correct.
Like he's just going to go for everything.
Absolutely. And that's what we need. That's what South Australia need at the moment. Just someone to have a go.
Looks to offload. Eugene will sweep and creates a screen. Nicely done by the New South Wales team.
Yeah, they created space nicely for each other there. Keeping the two South Australian boys on the outside of them so they could protect that space and that drop of that pass. Nice wall here again from New South Wales. Tom Cross punches through it now on that sort of second phase. After the ball had to go back and it has to go back again. Out wide now. Tom Cross right on the sideline.
Contact call against next hip. Just really riding across this game, as every good wing defender should. Give nothing, no space.
Yeah, Giorgetto stepping across.
Yeah,
and
take
Davis.
It. Boom. Oh, rolls out.
No rebounds either. Hands in there from the New South Wales defenders just as that ball was bouncing around fingertips. Cross. Wrong arm. Trav Wood tracking down Van der Velde quite well. Letting him off now. In the middle of the three South Australian players. Still gets the ball. Look in from Lee. Fergus with the challenge. Great work by Fergus Gray there.
They've got 10 seconds left on the clock if they're aware. I like him about Eugene Lee, so they've got to stay disciplined. No
Barden's
second shot.
going to force this shot.
Oh, great rebound.
Yeah,
good hustle.
Great rebound. It's not going to be time to score, though. But at least New South Wales don't score the last one.
Absolutely. So 27 plays 17 at halftime in this round 5 clash between New South Wales and South Australia. Let's see what the Dragons can do in the fight back coming up next in the third quarter. Welcome back to Bendat Stadium here in the West. We've got New South Wales versus South Australia in the Open Men's Division. It's round 5. The Sky Blues are up by 10 goals, 27 plays 17. My name is Mandy Love and I am with Steve McInnes. Steve, what did the Dragons need to do to bring this game back?
Well, they need to find a way to score. Unfortunately, in that quarter, they only scored 4 goals. So it was 13-all at the quarter break, and now out by 10 at New South. So it was a real struggle up front. We saw Matt Fowler come in for Geordie Goggins to try and ease that towards the end of that second quarter. So let's see if they can start really, really well. Travelwood communicating a lot there on circle edge.
Yeah, we've got a new goal shooter as well for New South Wales.
Yeah, so Rabaku is on and scores his first one.
Haven't seen a lot of Rabaku yet at this championships. Mind you, I haven't had a chance to really call a lot of New South games. It's Fowler. Jump shots. Oh, great stuff.
Yeah, what elevation there. That was really good central corridor use, though, by the South Australians.
Oh, equally as effective too. Clean rejections from the New South Wales circle defenders.
Yeah, so that will get them up and about for the start of this half of the match. And especially if they can score this one here as well off of those rejections. There's a ball on court. I have to get that under control before we restart.
Yes.
Back over for the Queensland-Victoria game on the other court.
Yes, I believe Queensland were up by 5 at the half-time. So it'll be interesting to see how that game plays out. And around the body pass from Lee.
Yeah, nice wide offload to Rabaku, who hits his second. So 2 from 2 since entering the game. The first 2 of the quarter.
Oh, good double dodge from Van der Veld. Some emotions running high here on court. The physicality is real.
Yeah, and the hands there from Clayton Wells as well, who has come on into that goal attack role for Arlen Davis for South Australia.
And it'll just be played back for the contact against Foster. Rabaku. Yeah, giving something different for Fergus at the back to think about, I feel, with the positional change. Does help having a bit of a lead on your hands as well. Oh, great look in.
Yeah, the lead helps you just play with a bit more freedom. You can take a few risks, and if you drop one every now and then, that's okay, because you're out in front and you're probably going to get some back. So they can be a bit riskier, and that allows them to just try things out like that.
Oh, I really like Ferguson, GK. I think he offers something really cool for the South Australian team.
Yeah, some nice clean contest
and contact
there.
Against the shooter, Rabaku. And you could see that jostle with the footwork between the two of them, and didn't know which way it was going to go.
Yeah, the South Australians having a real good dig there in defence, seeing what they can do for their attackers.
Oh, good front positioning too. He just needed to snatch it in. That's a couple that's gone through the hands of Fowler. I'd like to see him be stronger with the hands.
Yeah, so New South with a chance to go all the way down full court here.
Oh, Clayton Wells gets up.
Oh, can't quite reel it in, unfortunately. Just too far behind his head. Almost gets another tip to it as well, doing some great defensive work since he's come on court.
Yeah, good defensive pressure here from the Dragons. New South Wales just patiently building through the mid-court. Goes long across.
Trav Wood gets his hands
Wood,
that.
sorry, yes.
Yeah, Trav Wood, natural wing defender.
Yeah, you can tell.
He can mark a player, that is for sure. He's very fast with his feet.
And he's fast. He covers the front, switches back out. He's nice to watch.
Can drive out of court too. Plays a bit of centre as well.
And nice patient play across the court. Clayton Wells free as a bird. Oh, too much on that pass. Yep. And as the ball spills out of court.
Yeah, South Australia can just be patient. There's still plenty of time left in this game. So they can, play that ball back if they need to.
Yep, and we just want to give a special shout out to our AMMNA 2023 sponsors this week, which are Blade and WA, Great Temptation Sweet Treats, Spudshed, West Coast Fever, and Netball WA. New South Wales have the ball on the baseline. Oh, almost had a touch. Oh, good cover from Woods there. He's hunting high, and then he'll go back and mark some space, trying to find the line of the ball.
Yeah, filling that defensive third, trying to have a go at something if you can, but opens up the back. Oh, bad hands.
I was just about to say, what an amazing space from Rabaku.
It was. Just dropped the ball, unfortunately.
Cold. Yeah, no one against him too, so no one else to blame but himself. And good use of, they're just transitioning very nicely. Got to give the ball.
Next hit. Just throws a hand up and gets it.
And Woods knew too. He was like, damn it. Needed to give it on the one. So all players on court have 3 seconds to make their pass. So opting to choose.
By Trav Wood as well. Comes late, gets line of the ball. Just gets tips and touches.
He's such a nuisance in wing defence, but he's everything you want.
There we go.
He's the person you want in your team, though, isn't he? Just not against the opposition.
So nice and patient here. South Australia going to have to use this turn They want to make a dent in this scoreboard.
Yeah, I like that Clayton Wells is sort of like keeping Jamal Nicholson occupied a little bit. But there's we go with the double team here. So
all the way across.
And he's open on the baseline.
There it is.
And great job. So needs to finish here. Needs to gather his shot now.
Yeah, Nicholson just got drawn out all the way to that circle edge and then lobbed.
That's better work from the Dragons. Can they make it 2 in a row?
Wells now in the attacking third, quite high.
Contact heavy from Eugene Lee. Free pass on the transverse line. Sam Foster equally up to the task. Giretto, Clayton Wells sort of caught on the lunge.
Out of court. Nicholson on that goal line.
Can't
Giretto.
both go for backspace here. Oh, both New South defenders opting to push back.
Yeah, too far out for foul. He doesn't want to shoot that.
Oh.
That's more the range.
Lovely
there we go.
feed from Giretto. Confident to thread the needle between two defenders. Oh, Vanderveld goes wide.
Nice and patient here now.
Rabaki switching his angle.
Fergus.
Oh, steps out of court, asking.
That close, clean contest from Fergus since he's come on. It's been really good. Elevates straight up and just stays in play.
Yes.
Forces the error.
Oh, long ball. Jamal Nicholson just eats it up. And needs to get the footwork around. Good change of direction. And there's Lee sneaking in the back door. Hell ball. Pressure release from the contact. Oh, missed goal. And that should be...
Oh, interesting call. That's going to be a New South ball. I thought
it came off the hand of Eugene Lee. But maybe we need our glasses, Steve.
Maybe. We are further away than the umpire. I did say it before. It is hard to call when they're both having a go for that ball. Who touched it last?
Absolutely. And, you know, our referees have to sort of make these split-second calls. No goal, offensive contact against Lee. Pick up the ball and go, Dragons.
Yeah.
This is your time.
Lee has a bit of a laugh about it. Shakes it off.
Oh, front ball by yes, better.
And nice little offload there too.
Great play by the Dragons.
Great work, yep.
Caught the New South Wales defence napping.
Connecting up a bit better. Halfway through this quarter now. Ooh. And it's still a 9-goal lead. So South Australia have only caught up the one so far. But they get a chance here. Just going to set this, be patient. Clayton Wells outside the circle. Tom Cross working well in wing attack position. Offload.
Oh, it wasn't effective though. Didn't go to hand. So New South Wales with the feet. They do have a new goal attack on. I think this is Gemich. Nathan Gemich.
Gemich, yep. Has come on again.
So let's see what he does in the goal attack role for the Sky Blues. And it looks like Forkadir is back on in that favoured wing attack position. And Cross out of play.
Yeah, so Gurmich and Rabaku now. They played a little bit of time together, I think, the other night as well in the game we called. And it's just something different for South Australia to think about.
Oh, look at the chat too from Ferguson keeper. He's just directing. Just got caught on the back of Rabaku there. Oh, Rabaku missed shot. And Gurmich with the step back. Didn't go. Sam Foster down at the back.
Nice, solid rebounds, but unfortunately coughs it up as he's going out of court.
Foster again, gets up.
Can't chase that one down.
And gets the call. They've got possession, South Australia. It's your ball, pick it up. Don't be honest, just pick it up and go. And, you know, just like that, like 9 goals the difference. Could be 8 for South Australia.
Sage advice, Mandy. Don't be honest. Just go.
Thing is, though, you've got to play to the call. Even if they were honest, the umpire can't change the call.
That's right. Sometimes you've got to make the call yourself. Just pick up that ball and go, and everyone will believe you.
Yeah, you got to, you know what, makes them forced to actually make a call. They have to make a split-second decision. Oh, had to go all the way back. Fine circle edge. Giretto fight.
Oh, off the post.
Yeah.
Knew what he wanted. The shooters just didn't know what they wanted.
Both shooters just sort of froze there instantaneously.
So South Australia really struggling to catch up these extra couple of goals.
And they've got opportunities. You know, the defence are doing a great job. It's very rare that they're going to get as much balls like they do against New South Wales as Rabaku strong on the take. New goal shooter now for the Dragons in back play.
Yeah, got a strong hold on him as well, Rabaku. And fighting for position. Sam Foster finds himself on the floor.
Yeah, finds himself
that body work.
Second best against Rabaku.
Yeah.
Oh, Gurmich. Probably short on the jump.
So definitely a different combination there. And while they have some time to wipe that court, the Rabaku and Gurmich combination is something different for South Australia to have a think about. You wouldn't say it's more mobile because Eugene Lee's not in there, and he's one of the most mobile we've ever seen.
Interestingly enough, as you speak of Lee, he actually has a goal shooter bib on the bench. So,
here we go. So
I wonder, it could come.
Could be quite a moving circle, which might catch Fergus out a little bit because he is not as fast.
Well, he's been really dominant at the back there, and since he's come on in that goalkeeper role, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see that.
Yep, yet another combination. We see Jordan Goggins come back on for Matt Fowler as well.
Double jump.
Back where he started the game in goal shooter for South Australia.
You know, and already South Australia is scoring more points than they did in that last quarter already in the 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to play. Oh, great front positioning from Rabaku.
Yeah, that's always a percentage offload, isn't it? Get that ball to the post. Gurmich, knowing he doesn't have to shoot that then.
Oh, good shutdown by next hit. Really cut off the angle. Nicholson had a look at that. Oh, Clayton Wells strong against next hit. And there's the opening. Not needed. Clayton Wells.
Oh, rims out. Too bouncy.
And offensive contact there against Clayton Wells.
Oh, Sam Foster wanting to have a go at that one. Just didn't quite get his feet there fast enough. Nice turn by Rabaku in front of Fergus Gray.
Baseline to Gurmich. And there's that front hold. Oh, Foster did everything correctly.
He didn't want to take that shot.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He thought about it.
But Fergus Gray had Gurmich covered, so he had to shoot it. Drops in.
Wide setup here from Gurmich. Forkadir in the middle. What can he do? Steps on, finds Rabaku. Oh, stepping. Oh, the air time, but used off the post, so goal scored from the New South Wales team. And Clayton Wells drops down to the other side of the court. Nice play here. Can they work it in? Yeah, next hit out of play.
Yep, just need to be patient here. Make sure someone opens up and they can score. Giorgetto going to have to chase that all the way off circle edge. Cross now.
Someone's got a pop. They're both behind.
Giorgetto, Wells again.
Got to work yourself in, draws the contact. Smart play by Clayton Wells.
Yep, he's going to have the shot, and he's going to have
Goggins
on the hold.
Staying upright, not changing his body positioning. Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, that's better connection there for the shooters. Just gets it over the edge of that rim.
And next hit. Miller. Oh, Fergus.
Oh, elevation from Gurmich and the splits on the land.
Woo. That was seriously impressive.
Shortest guy in the circle, taking that kind of ball in the backspace.
And the elevation to boot too. Oh, Nicholson, right angle of the ball. Stays on side too.
Just can't get it to a teammate though.
And look at him screaming down the court. Oh, what great recovery from the England international. Oh, no, never on, Foster. That was the bait that New South Wales set up for him, and he took it. Oh, he really likes that little pirouette turn, doesn't he, Rabaku?
Yeah, Gurmich almost left that one behind from Forkadir.
Rabaku. Great outside arm from Foster there.
Yeah, Rabaku didn't quite have the hold to deliver that ball there.
But when you watch Rabaku's approach to the defender, he actually comes up and looks directly at the defender, and then he sort of peels open right at the back end, so he opens himself out last second. So here he is on the screen, so if the ball comes down his way, so he's out of position now, fighting, but he opens up for Gurmich. And he gets another goal for his good measure. 1 minute to play in this third quarter, 38 plays 23.
Yeah, New South pushing it out again, and Jordan Goggins outside the circle. He's the tall timber, so probably needs to get himself back in there. There he is on the baseline now.
Great job by Goggins.
Yeah, so again, going for the percentage play. Yeah, Wells always going to take that ball from mid-range.
And got the contact call. Both defenders should be out. Yep, and Vantage goal. Can they stop the New South Wales possession here?
24 seconds. New South taking their time with it. They've got all the time in the world. They've got the lead.
Oh, loose ball. Great work by Giorgetto.
15 to score now.
Got to go
for the South Australians if they want to get this back close to the 10-goal mark that it was at half-time.
Clayton's got to get in. I think they've got to run out of time.
Yeah, that's going to be held. And there is time.
Great defensive pressure from New South Wales right at the dying end of the third quarter. New South Wales with a 14-goal lead, 38 plays 24. Stay tuned with the last 15 minutes of netball. And welcome back to the final quarter of this men's open division, round number 5. It's day 3 of the Australian men's and mixed national championships. We've got South Australia trying to hunt down a 14-goal margin against the New South Walesmen. I'm Mandy Love. Joining me is Steve McInnes. Steve, not the start the Dragons would have wanted with that turnover.
No, not the pocket ball there to give, unfortunately, but there weren't many other options for Jordan Goggins when he was so far out of the circle. Probably need to see connection with him involved being in the circle so that there's a target for the middies, etc., to throw to.
And
Fergus Gray gets up. Can't do anything over that shot for Rabaku. Nice height.
And it looks like Van der Veld has actually changed from wing attack into wing defence for the Sky Blues. All other players remain the same. Oh, direct line in.
Off the post and drops in Rabaku's lap.
Oh. That is the luckiest feed. And he'll take that stat too. That's my
smile.
Assist. Yeah,
I meant to do that. Of course.
It was my intention.
I'm not sure how they're going to stat that.
I don't know how they're going to stat that either.
Wells holding onto that ball for a long time. Everyone top of circle.
Good use of the balk though from Foster to really shift the defenders. Oh, long shot.
Wells rims out.
Yeah, great rebounds from New South Wales.
And long cross-court pass. No one from South Australia having a go at it. All still trying to recover. And long and wide. Look at this cross-court stuff from New South Wales.
Oh.
Rabaku gained some ground there on the splits. Yeah.
Likes that little pop.
And triangle work there. Gurmich comes out as that extra midi. circle edge feed for him. Rabaku finishes off. So a couple for Rabaku early on after catching that one off the post. For Kadia, no one on him. Again, trying to cover that next pass.
And probably just a heavy collision there. That's it.
And that's going to be 2 minutes.
And so what happens now that there must be a substitution being in the centre role, so someone else has to come off. So
yeah, the wing defence or wing attack is going to have to go into centre. So probably, the wing defence. So Caleb Barnden changing into that centre bib.
So we talked about it not necessarily happening very often, and yet we see it in play. So it was an odd one in the last quarter where Giretto was in centre, and as he came on, got cautioned straight away, and as a result, there was the next real bad contact.
Yeah,
resulted as a new man in the bin. So I don't quite understand.
Unfortunate, wasn't it? Yeah.
But
the players that actually got the cautions and warnings, and it's not the ones that
are doing the work.
The penalty at the end. So
long 2 minute wait now, but they need to just let this ball fly and just. Don't make it quickly because time's not being set. Take your sweet time walking up to the baseline.
Get that 7th player back on court.
Yep.
Going to be hard work. Hold here from Wells.
Yeah.
Over to Barnden.
And I'm okay.
Finds himself playing centre. Wasn't planning to be playing centre, unfortunately.
No, but
cough it up. Too easy here. Circle edge now, unfortunately, with that missing player, and over the top of Foster into Rabaku.
And, if the Dragons are smart here, anytime a goal is scored, they should let the ball just, leave it and let them bring the ball to the centre circle just to allow that time.
Yeah. Just want to defend as hard as they can as well.
Oh, great D.
Barnden, great work.
He was in front position too.
For Kadia.
Yeah, free as a bird out there, so no reason why he can't get the ball.
Especially with the centre standing out and no one else on there. So
and again, let this ball go. Just takes off a couple of seconds on the clock. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, pass wasn't direct, so strategic fumble. Goggins out to release some pressure. Hopefully help those middies. Only Sam Foster backing up on the line if it has to go back.
Great work by Goggins. Collects the contact on the way through.
Yeah, good work by Goggins to turn then. Otherwise, maybe that contact wouldn't have been called. So that's what they need to do. A little bit smarter play. Sammy Foster going to be standing out of play.
And here's where the Dragons... And now they can return. So does he return on at wing defence, though? Or can they do a positional switch?
Go back into their original positions. So time will be held for this bit. And Barnden will put back on.
I think the Dragons did a really good job winding that 2 minute clock down.
Yeah, it was a quick 2 minutes. It went pretty fast. Don't feel too many ill effects from it, hopefully. And now back with 7 on 7.
Step back. And Gray will take the throw in.
Yep, it's another possession here for South Australia. What can they do with it? Struggling a bit for options forward. Barnden once again.
You see Sammy Foster wanting to wind up and help ball.
And that's going to be held, unfortunately. So the lead's not coming fast enough for the South Australians to get that ball out.
And cheeky little offload shooter to shooter. Good stretch too from Gray. Quick turn in the air. Oh,
nice
ball.
Look. Oh, couldn't reel it in. Had some pepper on it.
Had that gone to hand, that would have been a beautiful play. Not to be. Feel like Eugene Lee is just playing around with the bibs now because he's got a wing attack bib on the bench for the New South Wales. So I wonder if that's a tactical change.
Yep, so Blunder on into goal defence, helping drive that ball out. Not sure what that pass was from Gurmich. Maybe he let that go unintentionally. Wanted to balk and sprayed it. Gray, once again, Foster. What can they do this time out of D? Barnden, central corridor. Nice work, Trav Wood,
long
central
ball.
corridor. Circle edge, Tom Cross, baseline.
Just that last pass.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get
begging, there. But that through court play, very pretty through the middle lane. Forkadir comes off, Eugene Lee on in the back play.
Out top to Wells. No pass there to Goggins.
Both middies
2 Dragons
there.
together. Yep. Tom Cross again. Out wide now. Wells looking top again. This is where they've got to put it in at some stage.
Yeah, got the one-on-one and the contact call. Clayton Wells screening.
Umpire just setting that one up. There it is. Goggins puts that one in. Their 26th goal. Find themselves down by 19 though here with 8 minutes 20 to play.
Yeah, good coverage here. Like, I'm really enjoying what the wing defence for the Dragons is doing all day today.
Oh, Lee.
Yep.
Couldn't quite reel that in. Couldn't find a person to flick
Go long.
to.
Missed. Yes, better.
And stay at home, Geordie Goggins. That could have gone in.
And good baseline drive from Clayton too.
Sometimes moves a little bit too much, Goggins.
He's just trying to find positioning when he just needs to hold.
Yep.
Oh, great goal.
Especially if all his middies are connecting up as well as they did on that passage of play. If he's in there, he can just pop at the right time. Find some backspace. Travwood turns, can't get it from Lee. Oh, a couple of bounces there. No replay called. So New South still, Gurmich and Rabaku
that was
combining
pretty
well.
to watch, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice little hold and turn and pop to goal post.
And it's one of those things. Eugene Lee is known to sort of bat the ball to himself, so it kind of looks like something that he normally does. But yeah, it looked to me that could have been a replay.
Probably just one too many.
Yep. And again same play. Gray gets up, it interferes with the post, but the goal is still scored. So out to 20. 7 minutes left to play here. And we spoke about off air, Steve, this scoreline doesn't reflect sort of the intensity in this game. It's really good, strong, hard netball. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone running through, like we just saw Blundell then, running through, having a go, forcing South Australia to have to throw that ball in, set up some structure.
Clayton Wells frees a bird. There's a double team against Goggins. Blundell out of play, 2-on-1 in the shooting circle. What can the Dragons create? Oh, good screen.
There's some space on that goal line for Wells. Puts one in, beautiful.
And Eugene Lee doing the prelim work by double team there off the centre pass. Oh, good elevation from Lee. And just works around Woods, and Woods gets a touch. Rabaku cleans up the mess.
Saves that somehow. Good hands. And Sammy Foster with a sweep, collecting too much body. And then Gurmich will shoot this one. Oh,
no.
Rims it out.
Just falls out. Oh, Eugene Lee.
Yeah, Gray just lollipops that up too much, and Lee comes through. There's another one off the post, out of court.
Okay, the first one we can give away. The second one maybe not so much. And Vanderveld collects an intercept to add to his stat sheet today. Oh, Miller.
Yeah, off his foot, manages to regain.
And here's that screen from Rabaku before he peels out. The opening's there.
Yeah, Gurmich all the way through to drag some plays and opens up Rabaku, who misses.
Oh, Sammy Foster.
Touches it, but not to advantage.
You can get a hand to it, you can get two.
Yeah, Gurmich and Rabaku, since they've started playing this quarter, they've done that little screen and pop quite a bit. Oh, hands by Wells there. Unfortunately, Blundell with the pickup, and New South working down court once again. Vanderveld reset on the line for them. Nice and solid. Rabaku can't reel that one in off the side of his head, and Sam Foster.
So it's inside the shooting circle.
Yeah, so penalty not set, so they're going to have to set it up again. Gurmich, Rabaku, they've done
contact.
this kind of stuff really, really well. The little short stuff to each other. And there we go, backspace for Rabaku on Sammy Foster, the only defender in play. Really hard to defend when that's the case. Nice coverage there to stop Eugene Lee, and Gurmich spills that one out over the sideline. So South Australia with a little win there. Sam Foster throwing in straight underneath us. They need to get some width here because everyone is all together, and that's what New South want. That's when South Australia making errors.
Use of the middle corridor was great. Getting that ball across the second transverse line.
Yeah, so South Australia looking much better when they get that sort of width and depth.
And Blundell just screaming in over the top. And Gurmich on the baseline. Oh, look at the reach from Gray. Oh, up to Tasto.
That's the 50 up for New South Wales, and Travis Wood didn't place that one right at all, so sprays that one and gives the ball up to New South Wales once again. Van der Velde holding that for a long time. Somehow threads it over at the last second.
Oh,
Off hands, great elevation. Beautiful work.
Oh, like Clayton Wells' long Friesberg. Yeah,
there we go.
On circle edge. That's better play by the Dragons.
Yeah, so some width and then back into the centre.
Absolutely.
Really good. Much, much better connections because then you're running free. Defenders are turning their heads. Great work by them. And a nice hold by Geordie Goggins as well for a bit longer inside that circle, letting his players bring the ball all the way to him.
You know, there's been patches of really brilliant, like good play by the Dragons here, but it's just not consistent enough. But they're building. It's a great match here today.
Fergus Gray.
Yeah, I really enjoy Gray. I hope to see him more of him in this champs. Just that back arm, that left arm.
Yeah, just the hold before the elevation. So setting up, there's that little pass right into the rib cage.
Foster not wanting to try and give that easy penalty either. Breaking call. Unforced errors.
Yeah, just adding up a bit too much against South Australia.
But it's been a pretty even quarter. Like it was 20. We've been able to work this down. Oh, Gurmich just hustling for that ball. Rabaku. Nice stretch.
Yeah, great. Oh.
Thought about it.
Yeah, at least he turned for rebounds. Just wasn't one there for him. Doing the right things. Nice
hands.
Work. Yep, Tom Crossing wing attack, doing some good defence.
Yeah.
Trying to get his team up and about.
Absolutely. They've done such a great job too. Wants them to maintain this intensity. Oh, Foster. Oh, out of court.
Yeah, Dragons here are going to want to finish off as strong as they possibly can. A minute 40. Don't want this ball to go to the post if they can avoid it. Again, Rabaku, that screen high.
Oh, I like that he went for it though as well.
That high screen just creating space for Gurmich.
Can the Dragons hit 30?
Just need one to do it. Options needed. Again, really hard to get rid of that centre pass. And it's going to be possession for New South Wales.
That was a nice hustle from the GK. An opportunity gone begging for the New South Wales. So Dragons with a minute to play. Can they get it down to hit 30? They deserve 30. They've played really well. Oh, loose ball, but nothing like that.
Just pops it. Everyone's standing a bit still and wide there. Gray, what can he do?
There'll be some tired bodies after this game.
Gray certainly moves his feet very, very well for a big fella.
Absolutely, he does.
And then can elevate. That's that work on the ground I was talking about him needing to do. He's Sam Foster's just being told to stand up straight there while he's out of play.
He's just knackered. He's so tired.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a big game for him. Played the whole game in various positions.
To play. Can they keep the New South Walesmen down? Can they score 55? Oh,
too wide for Van der Velde. He's going to keep it in.
Ball?
So they're going to have time to play this on. They got 14 seconds. Wood on the far sideline and pocket. Where's this ball going?
Has to go all the way back.
All congested again.
5.
And too far.
Too far.
So they will not score that 30th goal, unfortunately, for South Australian Dragons.
Oh, fantastic game, though. New South going out winners 54 plays 29 against the South Australian Dragons. What a match. Steve, you must be impressed with patches of the play by the Dragons today.
Yeah, absolutely. When they used their speed and their width and they got themselves nice and free with that footwork, it flowed really, really well.
Yeah.
Just not enough of it. And it's, again, nice even first quarter and then just kind of dropped off a little bit each and every one of the following three. It was really hard to score for that second one for them as well.
But lots to build on for the Dragons. And as for the New South Wales, that'll be great for them in terms of ladder standings as they look to push into that top 4 finish on the ladder. So stay tuned with us after this on show court number 3. We have the 17 and under Vic versus Queensland coming up with you after this.